And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Grandia. I'm your host, Nick Legato. So, we've made it to the village here. The village of Dite. With the help of Gadwin. So let's go ahead and rest and relax. But before we do that, let's make sure we can't heal anybody. Yeah, we're all healed up. Wonder how that happened. Oh well. Let's go ahead and do this. Bellboy. What the hell's the bellboy? Whatever. Yeah, and what's going on? Dun dun dun! It appears that there's actually something wrong with the ring. And if I didn't say it, I'm going to say it again. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Grandia. I'm your host, Nick Legato. Sometimes I forget. As Gadwin goes lumbering off again. Let's go see what that's all about. Let's go take a look. Figure out what's up with Gadwin. When you see a big guy like that charging through a town, you know it's a big deal. Earth soaked with poisonous rain, dead river stained with ill fortune. Interesting. I say to you, take this hero's armband and save our village of Dite. There we go, there's our second hero. Wah, wah, wah. Just as a man just crossed the wall at the end of the world. So that means I am manly enough to be a hero. Alright. Okay, so we are somehow legendary heroes of Dite. Oh, what a whiny little whinerton. The Typhoon Tower. Okay, so now that all the little BS drama has been thrown aside, we must apparently climb Typhoon Tower or something and get this all figured out. So let's go back to this place here and let's do what we need to do for gear. Let's trade in whatever Gadwin's carrying on him that we don't need, which I think is a fire rod. Is an extra fire rod and a bunch of health leads. So let's just get rid of all this junk. So mostly that's what it is. The Macaroma, that's something worth keeping. Let's go ahead and get rid of that sucker, and we'll hold on to the vaccines because we may need it. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. So let's get to it. No need whatsoever to shop for Gadwin. Don't even bother. It's a waste of time. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Oh, before we go anywhere, let's save, shall we? So let me go ahead and save. Okay, we're all saved up. So let's get back to work. As we now get out of Dite Village. Village of Dite, whatever. I call it Dite Village. And we head to Mount Typhoon. Mount Typhoon's divided into two sections, just to give you a heads up. So don't worry about the mountain part, because we gotta start somewhere, don't we? As you can see, there's just crap everywhere. So let's go ahead and fight. Now, these aren't the same enemies I believe we fought earlier. This is actually a new enemy. This is called the Mold Bird. It's a little different than what we fought in the past, so let's prepare accordingly. They have a lot more health than what we fought, and as usual, Gadwin gets to defend. Let's throw out, because we're working on Earth for our characters at this moment. Let's go ahead and throw that out. Let's try and see if Sue can hold this guy there. And same with Justin. Let's throw out Tremor.
Oh, Earth, protect us all!
Exactly. Now, one of the things we really do need to focus on for Justin is going to be that wind level. That's what we're going to spend most of his MP on after he gets fire and Earth to level 10. No questions asked. That's the focus of what we got to do here. So, my goal is to get Earth to 10. Fire will level up almost instantly, because it's practically halfway there, I believe. So, since it's halfway there, it's pretty much ready. All it needs is a little push. Use your strongest fire spell, whatever. You know, anything that you think will help. This is usually what I do when it comes to leveling. Let's go ahead and throw out... I hate to throw out another tremor, especially if I can't hit them all, but let's try it anyway. For you throw up digging.
Please protect us.
Working on it. This is how I grind, you know, magic levels and weapon levels. This is the best way in the game to do it. And like I said, we're really just trying to get Justin kind of on par here, because he gets a lot of the abilities that require fire and wind. Even though I am working Earth, because he actually has to get a little of everything up, except for water. But having water up high as well helps. So let's see, what do we got coming up here? Let's go ahead and... Oh crap. Just gonna throw up another digging. We'll let Justin go in and get some melees going in, because we're about to get hit with plague sporing, which is usually pretty bad. We don't want that to happen. That's why I'm sending Sue out as well. Because plague is a status effect that we don't have the means to cure at the moment. Using MP, we have to use vaccines. And I'd rather not waste them if I don't have to. Wow, that was mighty. So mighty I can almost taste that. Woo! Mighty. Okay, so Earth is at 88, so one more throwing of Earth around will level that up. Okay, so my emulator crashed, but I fixed the problem. So my apologies if you missed what the outcome was, but you know, it happens. So I had to actually come back, and then now everything's kind of a little off from what it was earlier. An interesting item only has one use, but can only be used once. Not that it has one use. Well, never mind. It does have one use, but it has, you can do multiple things. Hold on real quick. Let's go ahead and heal up. Who's still down? You. There we go. Give around some good healing. Good. Now let's move. I didn't want to go up there. Oh, okay, I see. I'm trying to figure out... I knew there was more over here. There we go. It was like, why can't I get over there? Oh, that's where it goes all the way through. Let's go ahead and head this way. Now, walking in that is obviously poison, but if you're trying to level up water, this is a really good place to do it, as I fall into the damn thing. Really, what you do is you just come here, stand in the poisonous water, level up, all heal, you know, good stuff. Okay, killed them. Let's go find some more. Gonna fight with these guys. Okay, we beat them. Let's grab us some gold. Let's look at this wide range here. Mount Typhoon is a very large open area. Very easy to miss things and get lost. Because it's dark, too. You can't see everything, necessarily, as we get hit. I walk in there and get hit. There we go. I'm trying to provoke this fight here. Alright, let's get out of the poison water. And let's take a look. We need to heal, because I've been running around in poison water the entire freaking time. Everybody's full. Putting Justin at almost enough to level up there, that skill. We get over here. Here's a pool of water. Now, pools of water force you to move very slowly. Okay, let's see. So we've gotten all of that. Let's go ahead and head it back across. Let's go ahead and cross here. Which leads us up here to more enemies. Alright, won that battle. Let's go ahead and grab us some more gold. Let's take a look at the scenery here and see what we can see. Some more gold and there's something else out there. So we'll take a look at that momentarily as we deal with this monster here as he... Dang it. There we go. Okay. Let's keep moving. We're thrown into more battles. And we're walking So really, the issue that we're coming across now is that there's a bunch of molds everywhere. Alright, killed him as we find more gold. Gold. We'll be picking yet another fight. Alright, killed them. Now, there's a mana egg, so we're going to make sure we get that sucker. Alright, kill that bum. Let's pick up another mana egg here. Make sure that it's given to someone very specific. Put it on Fina for now. Let's head across the river again. We'll reach a dead end. So, let's head this way. I know there's a big treasure chest around here somewhere full of gold, but I'm not going to run around the whole dungeon looking for it. That's all that's missing in this zone, I think. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and take that damage bit there. I don't think there's any more real... Okay, I guess there's stuff over here. There's where... Okay, there's something there. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this bad boy here, which is the new shield, the mushroom shield, probably. We found it upon a mushroom. There we go. There's the shield we didn't get for Sue. Now we can't sit there and say we didn't do anything for her. So now that we've done that, again, I'm sure there's just gold that we're missing. Oh my god, Fina, take a frickin' breather. Concentrated awesomeness, babe. We'll make it. Yeah. Danger is my middle name. Ow, 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 ow. Why can't we get up there? Here we go. I'm missing gold. Which really was not the right thing to do. I should have come over here first. Dang, there should be something right out here in the middle somewhere. Maybe it was along this, maybe it was here. But maybe I was going the right way. That's what I'm looking for. Grr. And the disease charm. So if you're really, really butthurt about getting plagued, throw that sucker on, you'll be okay. Alright. Kill that fool. Let's go back over. And, here's a bunch of tents. And we are introduced to a new enemy. These are kleps, and they come in different types. Klep soldiers, whatever, and so on. But these are the Klep riders. They're I don't know, I don't want to say they're the most dangerous of them, but they may be the most dangerous physically. I believe that very much, but they're not really much of a threat outside that. We just beat this one per se. We can just beat the crap out of, and he'll be dead in no time. As you can see, that was more than enough right there. They're not too threatening when they're by themselves. Just when they're in groups, you got to be a little careful when facing them. That's when you want to kind of be weary. Really, on their own, they're not too tough. You can see we ran into another one right here. Here's a different Klep. What I believe they're called Klep soldiers. Again, even when they're in groups of 2, they're not too threatening. It's when they are in larger groups than that, when they're in 2s, 4s, and sometimes 5 and 6, that's when you should be really careful when you fight them. As you can see, though, we can pretty much take these guys out pretty quickly here. Ice! I'm not going to get much for it, though, but... Man, didn't even kill him. That's okay. We're going to send Justin with the mace and let Sue take care of that other Klep that didn't get finished off. And as you can see, Justin just beat him down pretty easily. Which is good. Very good. But you can see he's not getting a lot of weapon experience, really. That's unfortunate. We may have to switch prematurely to the other weapon that I have equipped on him. I have available to him. What I was trying to do is to get him to 15. We'll leave him on it for now. But once we probably get inside the tower, well, we'll see. We'll stay with it for the regular stuff for the moment. As we run into another battle here. There's some gold there. Okay, so let's see. Let's keep moving here. We cross this little poison bridge somehow. There we go. We gotta make our way over here. Let's another battle. Alright, more molds defeated. That gold is really not worth the effort, but we may go for it anyway. Alright, another easy battle won. Getting some lag. There we go. Lag fixed. Things starting to happen again. You've noticed some other videos where I get like a little hint of lag. And then I get out of it to see if I can fix it. Alright, killed them. Let's see if we can find anything in these tents here. Money. Just tell by the sound of it, really. Looking, you'll never know. No, because you can't really see what's in there. So the only way to know if there's anything good in there is actually by going in there. And then obviously this is a truffle. Confuses one enemy. Don't need it. We're never going to even try to do that. No point in wasting our time with it. Let's keep moving. There should be even more tents and more enemies. Let's see here. We want to grab this, which is, I don't know what this is, a mage seed. So it gives more MP to characters that could use it, but we're going to give it to Justin again. Because look at, Sphina's still leveling up very high and getting lots and lots of MP, where Justin is not. So we're going to keep feeding him to Justin right now. Because really, he's getting he's going to be getting some good magic, and we're going to want to be able to exploit that a little later. Okay, Justin learned his first electricity spell, so there's going to be a lot of cool things to learn from that. In my opinion, and I know this is one of those things that just people debate over, I think electricity is some of the best magic in the game. Okay. So actually there was also some Klepp soldiers in here that ran out as well. Just be aware that they do that. So if you're constantly aware that that's what they do, you won't miss it. You won't miss them at all as we get into another one of these. And usually followed by one of those birds, those bird lizard riders. We also ran into a regular pair of soldiers. You know, something more to keep your eye out for. I think we're starting to get to some of the tents we've already seen. Well, maybe not. Let's check it out. The entrance is on the other side, as it would seem. Okay. See nothing in there. And nothing in there. What do we got here? I think this is what I was looking for here, the demon amulet. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is an interesting piece of equipment here. Plus 5 defense, plus 1 to all magic resistance. It's a pretty good piece of gear here. Plus 5 defense, plus 1 to all magic resistance. We'll hold on to it for now. I don't think we need to equip it at this exact moment. But it is something worth looking into a little later. Let's keep moving. From here, we still have some buildings to our right worth checking out. We've checked out most of that area over there. Now we gotta check. See, the tower, we're pretty much where the tower is supposed to be. But here's the catch, though. There's this whole area we haven't really looked in. We've checked out the west side of the tower area. Now we're checking out the east side, which is a little bit smaller, so it should be easier to find everything. As you can see, there's 2 enemies back to back here. Okay. Kill those jerks. Nothing in there. Now, we haven't used this thing, so let's see. Probably a duo over here, and I see some molds up north, so we'll take care of all of them first. Okay, let's keep moving and fight these molds here. Alright, killed all those fools. So we know there's nothing over there because we already got the one item from the other side. Look in there, and I don't think there's anything in... Oh yeah, there is something in there. That must have been the gold. Okay, so now that we've done that, there's not really much else to do outside, so let's go ahead and head inside Typhoon Tower. Dun dun dun. Alright, as soon as we enter here, we should see a save point, so let's go ahead and exploit the hell out of that in the usual manner. of making sure that our characters get water magic out of it. So let's see, Fina. We'll let Fina do it since she's got to get to level 12 for sure for the big upgrade. Where she'll learn like 3 spells by getting it up one more level. So I'm really kind of focusing that on her to get to there. Let's go ahead and save. Alright, we've saved. Let's keep moving. And there should be a room here where you see a bunch of enemies on little things. And, well, we're going to get attacked right now. I think these are new enemies. We're getting ambushed because we weren't really looking. And we get Klep Elites and Klep Soldiers. They're pretty much the same as the regular Klep Soldiers, but they theoretically hurt you more. But we'll see if that's really the case. We're not going to use lightning right away because we can't really reach everyone. So let's see if Snooze will help. I think a lot of these enemies are kind of immune to it, but whatever. It's always tough picking out spells. There's so many to choose from.
Take that.
See if this works. Probably won't. But you never know. It might work on the elites rather than the regulars. No, it didn't work on any of them. And pretty much almost all the enemies in here are going to be Klep based, so we won't even bother with using the Snooze spell since we know it really won't work. We're going to throw Gadwin in the fray here. Since all of these enemies are really spread out, we can't hit them with AoE, we can't really do much. This is the one time, you know, we'll start throwing Gadwin out a little bit. Whenever the enemies are really spread out and you can't get a lot of weapon experience because of it, just send Gadwin out there to balance the battle a little bit more. Let's go ahead and have Fina use Crackle.
Oh, power of ice.
And that should almost end the battle for us. This isn't a very... Those enemies aren't too difficult, but the only real new enemies are just upgraded versions of the Kleps that we've already fought. So, you know, there's not much really here to see, per se. Who's that? Fina? Fina. Let's have you... We'll just have you attack. Kill off that Klep. And then Justin can kill the other one. And he gained a mace level. Yay! One more mace level. And I'll be satisfied.
Right,
satisfied as I'm going to get. Well, actually, the idea for right now is to have Justin use mace to get it as high as we can until we get to the climax of this whole Typhoon area. Now, by messing with the barrels, we cause more enemies to jump off and come after us. How is that a surprise? I was looking right at him. Whatever. There's a new enemy here, the Mad Rider. A stronger version of some of the other riders we've fought. Not a big deal, nothing we can't handle. Let's go ahead and hit him with something, I don't know. Burn Flare. Nah, those are all too strong. Let's just go with Crackle. Use it on the Mad Rider here.
Oh, power of ice.
One of the things you might want to notice, though, is wind doesn't reach everything. And we're not fighting enough of these guys to warrant using a wind spell right away. We'll try it, but really what I want to do is work on Justin's melee weapons here, because those are, as you can see, that stuff is very effective against the enemies here. Send Gadwin out. Stop him from attacking. At least to cause a delay. Let's finish him off with Crackle. It would help if you hit the thing, though, Sue. Jesus. And thus he is defeated. Or not. It doesn't matter, he's going after Gadwin. It's not like it's a big deal. When they go after Gadwin, it's like, whatever.
Right, we won.
See where we're at there. But my goal is to get Mace as high, because Mace requires the most weapon levels. So I'm trying to just rely on Mace as long as I can before I switch it to something else. And if that means finishing this tower with the Mace, so be it. Because the whole concept is to get that Mace level pretty high. Here's a mana egg. Definitely want to take with us. But we're going to manually place it to Fina. It's this button, though. Yeah, but that little sucker didn't jump down. I know it's when you mess with the barrels he jumps down, so I'm trying to see if messing with these he'll come after us. There you go. Here he comes. Okay, so that finishes all of these enemies. Now, we're not going to go up the stairway yet, because there's some other things we want to do. So before we do that, though, let's go ahead and throw out a healing. Get that out. And look at that skill level, All Healer, which is a better version of Healer. Or All Heal, per se. Refresh and Crackling. That's one of the really good spells we wanted to make sure she got. Now we won't have to worry about her healing magic for a while, because Crackling is going to take care of a lot of that for us. Now it's time. Now it's Justin's turn to get it up at least 2 levels. Get it up. So that's going to be our new goal, because Fina now has a better way of balancing the leveling of her spells that she's got to do. So we've got 2 directions that we can go. So we're going to head to the right first, and we're going to cause some trouble here. And as you can see, we got our work cut out for us. Alright, we obliterated all those clowns. Now the alarm won't do anything no matter how many times we step on it. Find a confusion charm looking thing. Not much else. We're going to ignore the stairs and head over here as we tear these enemies apart one by one. Alright, and this should make us fight some more. Okay, so we killed them. Let's press this blue button here, which will obviously make those stairs appear. But before we get too far, too ahead of ourselves really, a few more things we want to do. Number one, you don't want to go down there quite yet. So before we do that, let's turn on the alarm. You get a funny result by doing it. No, I guess not. Really? I thought there was actually something that happened. I guess not. Not a big deal. Let's go up, up, up. There we go. And let's see, there's some money, and there's some buttons here. So, really, you want to make a note of that. Let's see. Maybe we don't want to be here yet. I don't know. I don't remember doing that yet. Let's just keep moving and see what happens when we come down. Let's go down here. There should be a button down here as well. But once you go down this way, you can't come back up it, so it's just something to be aware of. Alright, murdered those freaks. As we're still walking here. Let's see. Barrel. Another barrel. Nothing over there. Some enemies. Looks like they're guarding an area here. Let's take both of them out. Alright, murdered all of them. What are we really looking for over here? There's that. This is where we want to be. This is the alarm where when you hit it, some enemies come down the stairs, and I always found that. It was kind of funny. Alright, let's keep moving. And up we go. Now, there's a little trick here to some of these enemies. If you hit those racks with weapons and shields on them when an enemy walks by, you'll instantly kill the enemy, but that's not my policy of gameplay. You should fight every enemy you see. You should level up all your skills as best as you can. And I think instantly killing enemies defeats that purpose, so we're not going to do that. But as I was saying earlier, I don't believe in cheap kills. I think you should earn every kill, and you should level up every skill. In my opinion, the best ways to do that are, you know, to fight. That's just me. But, you know, whatever. So, let's see. That's the rope. We don't want to go there yet. So let's just go this way. Slide down. Should see there's some enemies. We attract their attention, as well as many others. Alright, kill those schmucks. Let's go ahead and grab some more gold here. Let's see, this way leads back there. We don't want to do. We want to go... If I'm not mistaken, there should be an enemy over there too. There he is. And there's the chest I'm looking for. Alright, let's keep moving here as we grab a sickle, which is another axe upgrade. It's kind of their game's way of saying, it's time to give Justin a new weapon. Let's give him an axe. As you can see, it's not a great axe compared to the dragon axe, but some people can't afford it yet, so I do see the reason why they offer it, but really it's just a selling item, because that heavy axe is worth the sacrifice of movement, the dragon axe. So, you know, at least we're aware that we have it, but it's going to end up being sold anyway. No reason whatsoever to use it, unless you didn't get the dragon axe in town for whatever reason, whether or not you can afford it or not, you know, whatever. And thus again, we are victorious. Let's take a look here. See where we are. Okay, so we'll want to go this way. We've pretty much done the entire bottom floor. And that's kind of why I did this the way we did this. And if the theory's right, we keep heading south, we'll head back to the save point. This is a big dungeon, so there's no shame in going back and rehealing. Now that we're further along, you know. And that's what I intend to do, as you can see. Fortunately, Justin was the only one that really needed it. So we're going to have to do more for his water level. But none of these enemies are weak to snooze, so it's going to be hard for him to level water for a while. Let's save. Okay, so we've done that. Let's head back this way. Now, there should be no enemies on the bottom floor. Unless I missed one, and it does happen. Set up this red staircase here. We're just going up here to get money. I think we already did it, but just to make sure. Yeah, there we go. And there's some new enemies here which we'll introduce. These are new Klep soldier types. And they're just stronger. Klep Knights and Klep Riders. They're just stronger versions of what we've already been fighting this entire time. More HP, more higher defense, more deadly attacks. As you can see, Gadwin's not even really doing a lot of damage to him. So in a sense, they are a little more dangerous. But as you can see, I'm just unloading. And this is what I've been doing since we've been in this dungeon. Just unloading everything I've got into every enemy. Physically, magically, just because that's how you level up your skills. If you're timid and you tend to not use your abilities as often as you can, that's what makes you, and that's what ends up kicking you in the butt later.
You'll never get away.
You'll see, there's a good hit, and you'll see what I mean by this too. Look at how much experience Fina gets for fire and whip just for hitting 2 enemies with that fire whip attack. She can technically hit 4, but look at that, 36 in both areas. That's many of the skills, battle skills that you use in a game will give you those bonuses especially if you have multiple enemies. Though there are a few that kind of are a little lacking, but anyway, those are, you know, that's why I constantly go all out. That's how we level up our goodies. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've gotten our gold, or whatever we went in there to do. Just fight enemies, I guess, I don't know. Let's go ahead and head up here. We'll head up in this staircase here, which I think we already did. So you know what? We'll ignore that because I've already done that. I don't know about that. So let's go down. Come on. I hate this thing. Just make me slide down any slower. Jesus. I thought there was just... Let's see here. Hold on. And more meander around the area here. Let's keep moving. There we go. Oh, I screwed up, didn't I? I wanted to go back the way I came. Dang it. Hold on. Sometimes I forget where I'm trying to go here when I do this. Let's see. It should lead me back the way I want to go. See, now we're exploring! Oh no, this actually took me back to the room I didn't want to go to. And as you can see, there's no way up. So, as I correct myself yet again. Oh man, I gotta go all the way around. Man. Well, anyway, let's see. Up. Let's see, as you can see, these will fall over. And we're gonna have to go back around all over again. Let's go ahead and do that. I screwed up. My bad. I didn't want to go up that one stairway. I believe. That leads to the treasure over there, so we want to go this way. Yes, my map swirling is annoying to many people. This is how I play. And it gets me everywhere I need to go. It's a technique I've developed. I don't get dizzy. Well, I'm gonna exploit this since I had to come back this way anyway. And on the next episode of Let's Play Grandia, The Secret of Typhoon Tower, see how we can stop this evil rain from assaulting the populace below. We'll see you then.